Hello everyone, my name is Ravi. Welcome to LearnQAEasy.com. So in this video, I'm going to talk about manual testing module number 1. So the class agenda is software testing basic concepts and what is software development lifecycle. Okay, so you can see the complete course content in my website LearnQAEasy.com. Okay, and go to manual testing course page and we can see the all the course content. So module number 1, introduction and importance of software systems, and what is manual and automation testing, tester roles and responsibilities, software lifecycle stages and testing stage in SDLC. Okay, so let me discuss a few basic things here before going to start what is testing and different concepts in manual testing. Okay, forget about that. First let me discuss few basic things, because most of the students are coming from non-IT background. If you want to start career in QA, first you should know few basic things. For example, this is my application. How people can develop this application, software application, like what is software application basically? For example, right now we are using some ATMs. ATM is software application. If I want some food, just simply I can open some mobile app and I can order my food. So what is that? It's a software application, right? So basically software application we use for our personal purpose or some commercial purpose, right? So how they gonna develop this application? By writing some code. So by using some languages like you can use Java, C#, .NET. Okay, you can use any language to develop this software application. So by using some Java or other languages, we can develop the code. So what is code basically? Code means set of programs. So what is program? Program means set of statements. So set of statements will become one program. Set of programs, you can call it as code. When you run the code, you can see the application and you can use for some purpose. Okay, so as a tester, are you going to test the code part or the application part? First question, right? So as a tester, we are going to test the application and the usage. Mainly we are concentrating this area. Okay, so coding level, if we are sometimes testers also may involve in unit testing. Okay, there is a different story. Keep it aside. First, the thing is, as a manual tester, you are concentrating on application and the usage. So you can ask me, Ravi, then how can I know this is the application and how to test the application? Okay, basically what is testing? Testing is it's not a simple task, it's a continuous task. Continuously you are going to verify the application. For example, here application, usually client will give you the requirement. Okay, so client will say, okay, this is my requirement, so and so application I need. So as a tester, first you should understand the requirement. That is basic role of the tester. Okay, first understand the requirement and analyze and write your test cases and test scenarios before going to test the application. Decide what to test, how to test. That is called test case. So in test case document, clearly you can write step-by-step process how you're gonna test the application. Okay, be prepared with the test cases and scenarios, then test the application. What is testing here? Just whatever the steps you mentioned, how to test, those steps you will implement or execute those steps on the application. Why? To find out the bugs. So what is bug basically? Bug means if something is not meeting the requirement. Okay, for example, my client can say my home page should looks like this. On my home page we should display username, password and some login button. Okay, so client will give you the requirement. Okay, if user is entering some wrong username and wrong password, it should throw some error. Please enter username, correct username and password. while you are verifying the application, already you understood the requirement, right? So you are entering some wrong username and wrong password and clicking on login button, but error is not getting displayed, means it's not meeting the requirement. You can call it as bug or defect. Okay, so as a tester, your primary responsibility is understand the requirement, verify the application, and try to find out the bugs if something is not meeting the requirement. If everything is working fine, okay, there is no bug. So these are the primary responsibilities of the tester. Okay, so simply I'm talking software application. That's it. Is it really this much easy task, development of application? No, it's very big task. Okay, so in this task, so many members are involving, developers, testers, managers, and other guys, network people, DB people, a lot of people are involving to develop this application. Okay, so how they are going to develop the application in real time? Let's see under SDLC. What is SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. What is life cycle? Life cycle means you can see some stages. For example, human life cycle. In human life cycle, birth, childhood, young age, middle age, old age, and death. So these are the phases you can see in human life cycle, right? So in the same way, okay, in software development life cycle also you can see different stages. Observe one thing: birth to child, there will be some growth; child to young, there will be some growth; young to middle, there will be some growth, right? And you are acquiring some new things. Once you move to one stage to another stage. In the same way, in software development life cycle also, once you move from one stage to another stage, there will be some growth. Okay, so what are the phases present in SDLC and who is involving in each and every phase? Let's see. Okay, for example, let me take one example to explain this SDLC. Okay, some take Bank of America. In Bank of America needs one application to do their transactions, and something they want to do something, so they need some application. Otherwise, I want to start one hotel. Okay, so in my hotel I want to use one software, like if there is some customers is giving order and table numbers and everyday sales, profits, losses, everything I want to calculate by using some software. So I have some requirement in my mind. So with the requirement, what I will do, I will contact one software development company, right? Software development company. So here in software development company, some person is going to contact me and he will take the requirement. Who is that person? That person is business analyst, BA. You can call him as BA, business analyst. So this business analyst contact the client. Here, who is the client? I am the client because I have some requirement in my mind, right? So BA will contact particular client and he will get the requirement. Okay, and he is going to write one document, that is business requirement specification document, BRS. So what it contains? It contains the client requirement. Usually you can call it as business flows of the application. What is business flow? For example, here hotel is the I need some application for my hotel, right? So as a client, as a business person, I'm giving some requirement. Okay, usually the customers will order some food, okay, from particular table. So in my software I need to select some table number. Once we selected table number, then the total menu, whatever the menu present in the hotel, the menu should display with specific numbers. So whatever the food they are ordering, the person in his tab or in his device just check those items. One order will create. The order should be saved on the particular table. I mean here one flow, some business. I'm explaining my business, right? So this is called business flow. So in the BRS document, the BA will put all these business flows as a requirement. He can write some use cases here. What is use case? Use case means nothing but one scenario. Okay, the BA will pick some real-time scenario and he will explain the business. So that is called use case. So this BRS document, is it really useful for testers? Yes, of course, it's very important document, because if you know the business, okay, you can test the application in effective way. So that's why first understand the business, okay, and try to think like, in how many ways you can test the application, different scenarios. So BA will gather the requirement and he will put all the requirement in BRS document, business requirement specification document. Okay, once BRS document is done, then in the next stage, as I told you, birth to child, child to young, right, different stages. Now we are entering into third. What is the first phase? Gathering requirement from the client. And what is the second phase? Writing the BRS document. And what is the next phase? Writing the FRS document, functional requirement specification document. You can call it as SRS, software requirement specification. You can call it as, SYRS, system requirement specification, anything. But the document is the same. So how it is different from BRS? BRS document will contain the business flows, right? There is no technical stuff. But in functional requirement specification document, whatever the stuff explained in the BRS, same, but in technical way. What are the servers, what are the database, and what is the screens looks like, everything they will explain in technical way. Okay, usually this document developed by system analyst. System analyst will write this FRS document. So who is going to involve here? Here a lot of guys are going to involve, like the project manager, DB managers, okay, architects, system analysts, different high level people are going to involve in this stage. So they are creating project. Okay, they are creating project. So what they can do, for example, let me take one simple example here. Okay, you guys know DSL connections, right? DSL connection. What is DSL connection? Dial-up connection. If you want to get the internet through phone, first I should have one phone number, land phone number. Okay, so I'm applying for one new DSL connection on my existed phone number. That is the requirement. Okay, this particular application generate orders for new DSL connections. Okay, so what I will do, simply I can open the application, AT&T application, and I can fill my information. What is my first name, what is my last name, and what is my address and zip code. Okay, and what is the speed I'm expecting, different things I can fill, and I can click on submit button. Simply you can see the next screen, like successfully created or something, some errors may display. We know that, but behind the screens, how the system should process this request and how should create one order, new order. Okay, that is the story here. Let's see. Already I'm having one existed phone number, right? Means long back, 2 years back, when I was applied my phone number, at that time I have submitted my first name, last name, and address and zip code, different stuff. Once I clicked on submit button, this particular DSL application will contact the phone number module. Hey, is it really existed phone number? It will ask that particular module. Then the system will check the total phone numbers and it will get the information. Yes, this is existed phone number. Then check the data. Okay, here I am giving my first name Ravi. Is it both are same or not? Then last name, both are same or not? Address, zip code, all are same or not? If all are same, then only the system will move to the next stage. Okay, in the next stage, for example, here I am giving my pin code 08536. Okay, so the DSL system will check zip module. Hey, 08536, in this particular area, are we providing service, DSL service or not? Then system will check, yes, we are providing the service. Okay, then only it will move to the next level. If we are not providing any service, then immediately the service request will come out and it will show some error here. So and so pin code, we are not providing any DSL service. Okay, yes, we are providing, right? Then move to the next level. So speed module, the user is requesting, for example here 100 Mbps speed. Okay, are we really providing 100 Mbps speed for particular location? Then it will check. Usually you can see business lines and residential lines. Okay, so it will check in 08536 belongs to residential line. Are we providing 100 Mbps? Yes. Then it moves to the next level. Otherwise it will throw the error. In residential lines we are not providing 100 Mbps speed. Okay, so in the next level one order will be generated, one new order with all the information, price and all the things. And the next from the another side, the new order, right? What is the invoice and what is the price, everything will be calculated and everything put on the order. The one order copy will display on the screen, successful order, and one order copy will send to user email, and one order copy will send to the technical team. Okay, and one order will reach the central office. See here, simply we are opening application and we are filling the information, just click on send, that's it. But behind the screens the system will evaluate all the information, it will contact different modules and get the information, then only order will be generated. So how the system should work, they can decide in this level in FRS. So all this information will put under functional requirement specification document. So as a tester, go through with BRS to understand the business, go through with FRS to understand the technical stuff. Okay, so in real time, once you enter into the real time, you are not going to verify the complete application, just part of the application. The team lead will assign some work, you have to work on that particular module. Okay, so but you should know the total application functionality, then only you can test the application in effective way. Okay, so as a tester you should know the total application functionality. Okay, I hope you guys clear what is design, how the things happen in FRS document. For example, here network people will also involve. For example, in Plainsboro, okay, a small village in New Jersey, I'm having account with Bank of America. Okay, so I'm trying to deposit $100 into my account. Okay, simply the bank person will open my account and he will try to enter $100 into my account and click on submit. So the $100 information will be saved. Where it's gonna save? Usually we think, okay, in the bank there will be some database or some server. In the server the information will be saved. Okay, no, first they have some network, right? All the the total Bank of America offices will present in one specific network. This particular request will hit the local server first. Local server, from local server to some area, particular aerial server to central server to database. Here you can see database. That particular information will save in the database. The information, saved information, will get back to the central server to area server, local to your branch. There you will see the total money in your account. So what is this? I'm giving one hypothetical example for better understanding. Okay, in real time server, server structures, database structures looks different. Okay, so many servers to balance the load and different things will be present, but I'm giving one simple example for better understanding. Fine, so here my local server is contacting with the area server, local server to client, central server to database, database to central server. So what is this? This is called communication. Okay, this is called communication. This communication you can call it as network. So how the system should work, how the system should contact with different servers. In the last example, phone module. So phone module means for all the phone information will present on some specific database, or the application runs on specific server. So my server, my application is contacting that server and getting the information and doing further actions. Okay, so all this is called communication. So in this functional requirement specification document level, okay, so many guys are involving and they are writing FRS document with all these details. Okay, so now FRS document is also ready with me. So first, gathering requirements, writing BRS. Who will write this BRS document? BA will write this document. What it contains? The business flows of the application. Then functional requirement specification document. Who is going to involve here? System analyst and all the high level people like DB people and other people are going to involve to write this functional requirement specification document. Then planning and designing. Planning and designing. So what is plan? Okay, we have the requirement. Fine. We are not going to develop complete application at one phase. Okay, we are going to split the total application into small releases. For example, in the first release, my first release will start from Jan to August. We are planning to implement some functionalities. For example, take Bank of America. Savings account and check-in account functionality. First, we are planning to develop. Jan to August, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July. So we have 7 months time to develop this. In these 7 months, how are we gonna develop? Like first 1 month for documentation, next 3 months for development, next 2 months for testing, the remaining 1 month for bug fixes and regression testing, and 1 month for UAT. I'm giving one example. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm planning here. So I'm planning to finish my development in 3 months. So how many days for one specific module? How many guys are going to involve? Who is what are team size, team members, how many teams? Everything you can see in project plan document. Okay, specific days and specific teams and everything you can see project plan document. Usually the project manager and based on the budget, based on the schedules, they can plan the project. Okay, then what is design? Design means how the system should work. Usually the architect will write this design document in the form of high level designs and low level design documents. So what is high level design document and what is low level design document? If you look into the high level design document, you will get one complete idea on entire application process, how the system should work. Okay, they can write under HLD. You can understand, okay, the system will work like this. Low level design on specific module. Okay, let me give you one funny example for better understanding what is high level design and what is low level design. Let me write one high level design document. Okay, you guys very much familiar with the Gmail, right? So I want to log into this application, Gmail. Then how can I? First, I should enter my username and password. How can I get my username and password? By registering. How can I register? By sign up from the home page, right? So once I logged into the application, I can do a lot of actions. I can chat with my friends, I can mail with my friends, and I can upload my photos, and I can use maps, and I can use Drive, Google Drive, and lot more actions, settings, different things. Okay, at the end I can log out from the application. Just look into this document, just look into this flowchart. So anybody can understand, okay, this is Gmail, how it's how it will work, what are the modules, and what the user can do, different things they can understand, right? So this is called high level design document. Then what is low level design document? Here you are seeing different modules. Login one module, sign up one module, chart one module, mail one module. Again they are writing one individual document for each module. Let me write one low level design document for login functionality. So let me take login, low level design. How can I log in? First I should enter my username, then I should enter password, right? If it is invalid, then it will throw error. Please enter correct username, type 1 error. Okay, then I am entering password. If it is invalid, please enter correct password, or password and username mismatched. Okay, if user is not entering any username and password, please enter username and password, type 3 error message. If user is giving wrong username and wrong password, then username and password mismatched, type 4 error message. If both are valid, user can see the login. So see here one specific module, how it should work, they can define under low level design document. Okay, I hope you guys following. Okay, fine. So this is high level design and low level design documents. So this is planning and designing. So now we have BRS document to understand the business, TRS document to understand the application technical stuff. We have clear plan in my hand and clear design documents in my hand. Then what else? Then the developers will come into the phase and they can develop the application by writing the code. They can use some language and they can write the code. Once they're done with the code, then the testers will come into the phase and they can test the application. So this is testing phase here. So as a tester, you are involving in testing here. Okay, so after testing, you can, while you are testing the application, you can find the bugs and you can report to the developers. Again, they can fix it, and again they will give you the new build. Again, you need to test it. So once you feel okay, we are meeting the exit criteria, the bug count in control level, then they are going to release the application into client location. Then some maintenance will be there. So these are the phases you can see in software development life cycle. Okay, so just a quick review. What is the first phase? Gathering the requirement. Who will gather the requirement? The business analyst will gather the requirement and they can put all the requirement in BRS document as business flows. Okay, so by based on the business requirement, the technical people will write the technical TRS document or FRS document. So planning and designing will be there. Then coding, testing, release and maintenance, from scratch to maintenance phase. So this is called software development life cycle. So this is traditional software development life cycle, but nowadays we are implementing agile process. Okay, in agile process, same phases, same technical requirement specification, but in agile you can call it as user story. Okay, user story, terms different, way of implementation different, but same phases, bit different in agile. So in the upcoming modules, we are going to discuss what is agile model and what is V model, waterfall model. V model and waterfall model, these are the traditional ones. Okay, but the latest one is agile. 90% market is following agile process to develop the applications. Okay, it's very speedy process. So I hope you guys understood what is testing. Basically we started with what is testing. Then after that, tester roles and responsibilities, like as a tester, first you should understand the requirement, then analyze the requirement, write your test scenarios and test cases and test the application, find out the bugs, report to the developers. Again, after fixing, conduct retesting and make sure bugs in control. There is no more bugs in the application. So these are the primary responsibilities of the tester. So in testing phase, you are going to conduct different types of testings, like functional testing, non-functional testing, like performance, database testing, different things. In upcoming modules you will come to know all this stuff. Okay, so testing, mainly we can divide our testing into two types: manual and automation. So what is manual testing? I want to test one application. Okay, so this is my screen. Okay, enter some license, enter some valid license and click on validate. The application will verify what is the starting date and what is the ending date. Okay, so as a tester, First I should generate one license and put all the license manually here and click on validate button and make sure what is the starting date and what is the ending date. Is it meeting the requirement or not? 1 year validity is there or not? So everything you are performing manually. By using some manual efforts, you are testing the application, right? So that is called manual testing. Okay, clear all of you? Then what is automation testing? Automation testing means by using some third-party tool. Okay, some third-party tool, you are going to test the application. You are not using some manual efforts here. That is called automation testing. Tools means like UFT, Selenium, Test Complete. Lot of tools are available in the market. Okay, so to test the functionality, I will explain what is functional and what is non-functional. Okay, so UFT, Selenium, different tools are available. So by using those tools, you are going to verify the application. That is called automation testing. Again, manual I can divide into two types: functional and non-functional. Same. Under automation also you can see functional and non-functional. So what is functional and what is non-functional? Functional testing means, so in the same example, okay, you are entering some data and you are validating the output, right? What you are verifying here? You are verifying the external behavior of the application, right? So that is called functional testing, verifying the external behavior of the application. Then what is non-functional? Non-functional means the performance of the application. Okay, if user count is increasing, then how the system is behaving, what is the response times, everything you can verify under non-functional testing. Database testing comes under non-functional. Okay, security testing comes under non-functional. Different types of testing comes under non-functional testing. So in upcoming modules we are going to discuss all the testing types, techniques and all the stuff. Okay, just be with me. And you can verify functionality and non-functionality by using some tools, functional testing tools like UFT, Selenium. Okay, and what is non-functional testing? Non-functional testing means verifying the performance and security, right? Like load runner, silk performer, JMeter. Lot of tools are available to verify the non-functionality performance. Okay, so tools are available. So this is basic, like what is manual testing and what is automation testing, and what is functional and what is non-functional testing, and different tools to verify functional and non-functionality of the application. So let's come back to the module number 1, course content, software testing concepts and SDLC introduction. Like SDLC introduction, importance of software systems means from nowadays, okay, our life attached with the software systems only, right? I want some food, order through mobile app, so you know it's a integral part of our life. Okay, I want to pay some bill, just open some app and pay the bill. No need to go to the office and stand in the queue and pay the bills. Okay, everything. Then what is manual testing and what is automation testing? Tester roles and responsibilities, software lifecycle stages and testing stage in software development lifecycle. So these are the concepts covered in the module number 1. So I hope you guys clear with all these topics. If you have any questions after watching this video, if you have any questions, you can send email to me, so I can answer your question. Okay, so LearnQAEasy@gmail.com, this is the email ID, so you can send me the email with your questions. Okay, so thank you guys, thanks for watching this video.